Hello, people of the internet!
We are heading to Llansteffan Castle.
Woohoo! It's an early 12th century fort that is built on an earlier Iron Age hill fort. Promontory thing.
We're here.
We are here. We have arrived.
Do we have to climb a hill, Ian?
We have to climb a hill.
Oh no!
It's fine. We'll survive. But anyway, castle number 3. And I think this is probably going to be our last castle for today. And don't forget you can see the previous 2 castles if you haven't seen them already. So we're now going to walk up a hill. In order to get to this castle, we have a little bit of a walk up a hill. That hill, to be precise. It's not a huge walk. It's not a huge hill.
It's a slight incline.
Yeah. So we're going to enjoy the castle all the more because of the fact that we're going to feel like we deserve it because we've walked up to it. See, my logic is good logic, isn't it? See that thing there? That's a castle, that is. Well, we have ascended and we've walked quite a long way up, haven't we?
We have.
But now, castle. Castle.
It may have been a long day. Don't judge.
It doesn't take much to work out why they built this thing here. The view is stunning. I mean, admittedly, it's for defensive purposes, and therefore you want to intimidate your enemy and be able to lob stuff at them from a long distance. But if you're building something just for the view, I mean, I can't fault this. This is stunning. From time to time, the sound of people talking on the other side of the estuary can be heard. Sounds funny like that. It gets caught up in the wind and blown along. It's magical.
As you can see, this is another castle that they picked a good spot for. Views all the way around. I don't know if this one had a moat. It certainly doesn't look like it needs one from one side at least, because they've got the estuary. They can clearly see anything coming up. And they've got a really steep hill to climb. So they're all knackered in their chainmail before they get here. And that sound you hear is the sound of no traffic. Lovely. Quite like the little doorways and archways that lead to nowhere. They look like they once went somewhere, but now they're just a hole in the wall. It must have been absolutely freezing on a really bad night up here guarding this, but the views from every single window are absolutely stunning. Gatehouse. It's thought the gatehouse provided some accommodation, but there would have been accommodation, kitchens, stables, workshops, a lot of things in this place. The ruin is big, so I should imagine that when it was fully formed, it would have been massive. Not as big as the first castle, but still pretty expansive. This is the tower. I was absolutely convinced that those really steep stairs were just going to lead to nowhere, because most castles you see the start of a stairway and it just stops, but it kept going up and up and up. And you'll get these really stunning views at the top. I should imagine that when the weather was really bad, there was nothing to stop it blowing in through the arches holes. And those steps would have been slippery, and couldn't imagine coming up here, A, in the dark, and B, on top of that when they were slippery. I mean, it's really pleasant up here now, but when you had to use it as a practical thing, they could have done with making the steps a bit wider, but well worth the climb, I think.
So we've seen 3 castles today. which is your favourite?
I don't know. I mean, the first one was spectacular.
It was.
It was. But this one's really peaceful.
I'm going with the peaceful one.
Yeah, I think the first one could have been more peaceful, but the workers showed up.
Yes, they did. And
Which,
and
they're a pleasant bunch.
Yeah, used tools which made noises. Which, other than that,
Yeah.
but this, I think the view,
Yeah, this one for the views.
the views and the tranquility. We'll be coming back here, I think.
Yeah, this is a. I don't know what it's going to be like in the height of summer, but right now it's.
It's peaceful. It's lovely.
There's us and another person here.
Which is practically nobody. On a
Yeah,
scale
we're
of
nobody.
things. We will be seeing you next week, and if you haven't already, please subscribe and click the little bell to give it some ears.
Every time I come to the beach, I have to get a stone or a shell as a memento. I don't know why. Something I've always done. But here's today's shell memento. Quite like it. Black and white little shell thing. This is just a little bonus bit because I have to see the sea. I'm here. And I love noise. So yeah, if you made it to the end of the video, this is the bonus bit for you. Yeah!